Select character screen. Press square to continue. Events screen. Press circle to exit. Select character screen. Press square to select wing a dragon. Loading. Please wait. Loading. Please wait. For text chat with other players, press the left button to open chat. Type message, then press square to send chat. For proximity voice chat with other players, press and hold the left button while speaking. Nexton says, summons letter, the. Mike Thieslayer says, Javel. Cincy says, Such Großdeutsche Company, idealerweise mitdc-pvp/pve. Lines Pams Lines says, OST server ist Muatu.
Well, there's a pretty little ditty for you. Real tragedy. This elder Satvik fell. But you're the heir to the farm. Like I...
"22 Portos 07 says, Kopani. Tekron says, Tekron dances. A company in Covenant has declared war on Monarch's Bluffs. The final warring company will be determined in 10 meters. Ed Uriel says, 15,000 faction tokens.
Hey, Victor. Nice run, Frank.
Dark Wofun says, Guild Espanola on Busca de Nuevos Miembros Somos Sequedors. Magnus Devious says, the guy who sells tools, you become rich now. Alinico 2 says, Alinico 2 leave le Pau. Bike Boy says, Moon Shadow, Segt. Mosh Rosenberg says, Mercy. Ukaios says, Ukaios approver. Genesis says, the oldest way. Bene Gesserit says, welcome new players. If you have any basic questions or just wish to chat, PM me for my Discord for voice. I have problems typing. Sundeisweg says, Danke. Zach Fruler says, how to craft fiber. Marlock says, YQ des Allemands C server dit donc. Noctwake 1 says, you don't craft fiber. Infast says, none. Bene Gesserit says, have hot work your way up to it. Noctwake 1 says, you gather it then craft linen. Leder says, bleep. Runa Nordstrom says, Runa Nordstrom makes a gesture of appreciation. Noctwake 1 says, comes from hemp plant. Simis says, Liam. Princess Lightney says, Princess Lightney sits. Caronera says, A. Axel says, this one pourquoi? Mosh Rosenberg says, tu just de la fibre, faut que j'ai en femme. Axel says, okay at. Agostino 13 says, ciao. Dark Wofun says, Guild Espanola en busca de nuevos miembros somos seguidores.
Well, it's not. Did you see anyone? I know many fled, but
What are you doing here? How did you get past the wizard? Oh.
They'll hear you.
What a mess. It is.
Aeretrnum has declared war on Bifrost owners for control of Monarch's Bluffs.
How did the farms deteriorate so quickly? I've only... It appears all the other not like... 2,000 years ago, cataclysmic wars between Aeternum's earliest civilizations ravaged these southern plains. The sorceress Medea came to Windswood in the war's aftermath, determined to restore this land. Though the ancients were gone, Medea had learned many of their secrets. She channeled Azoth to create the verdant gemstones. These would shield and heal her new domain. The Elder Druids arrived centuries later to discover what had become a bountiful land. With Medea's blessing, they tended to the plants and animals, and Windswood flourished to new heights. But as centuries passed, the sorceress developed new ambitions, seeking to claim realms previously beyond her reach. The verdant gemstones were left in the Druids' care. This would now be their garden, their responsibility. But the wrath of the angry earth struck soon thereafter, and the Druids were hopelessly outmatched. Medea returned with a fury, purging every last baleful sprig, rescuing Windswood once more. For their failure, the Druids' exclusive claim was rescinded, and settlers came to Corinth. Medea demanded a tribute for her continued protection, hiring the Iron Rose mercenaries to deliver it. Now, it seems, something has gone awry yet again. I return home to find our land suffering, and my fellow Druids with it. Druidic blessings turned to curses, bounty turned to famine, and life withering away. No hope in sight. I realize that sounds a bit dour, but it is the truth, not intention. That blow. I can.
That, my friend, was... I spoke to the farmers you rescued. They said you... Perhaps she can help us make sense. The speaker insists he sent Medea's tribute, which means they're supposed to be protected. Yes, I haven't the eye.
The Syndicate faction has thrown Brightwood into a conflict state. They can now declare war.
I don't understand. We've all died. It makes ultimately. Yes. And now they become. Would you do that? Fine. Don't forget to.
Commander Merrill. Oh! To join. You look like a thing. I know.
So you out there? Okay.
What did you find? Of course. It's good. Oh. Now listen. But yes.
By order of the Speaker of the Winds, I'm writing to inform the Iron Rose Company that the City Guard will be escorting the tribute to Madrid. Iron Rose is relieved of the responsibility for this season. I will be escorting the tribute myself, so you needn't be worried for its security. Guard, Captain Dupont.
excuses, Commander. The tribute for the season has not arrived on schedule. And, as you well know, this is a breach of my contract with the Iron Rose and with the town of Corinth. Whoever holds the title of Speaker of the Winds these days, they should be reminded of the consequences that are described in detail in the original covenant. If this situation is not remedied quickly and to my satisfaction, further reparations will be expected. I will not hesitate to visit Windsworth myself and personally see that the cost is paid for these transgressions. Yours in candor and quickly decreasing patience, Medea. And then their betrayal was exposed to the world. Empires decay. but the righteousness of our cause endures.
Ah, it's... What? So... This explains why...
Ah, the hero who as I've said countless times, as was my... I sent to... Of course...
All right, slow. The pirates that hit us. There's a...
You don't have to tell. Never would. But honestly, I think still. If I know you.
Town Project Armorer's inspiration is completed in Windswood.
Now, this is more like it. Have you seen Buccaneer Creek? There's a place we can get some proper plunder. If we play our cards right, we might liberate some of their stolen property and be... Ah, now it may...
This was a fortunate coincidence. For me, at least. I wasn't exactly thrilled with the prospect of spending eternity in a cage, so thank you again. I had an inkling the pirates had fallen lost, like so many others, but I was a little clumsy in my attempt to verify that fact. Now we know, though, don't we? I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm cute. I must continue on to the ruin. Get yourself, if my suspicion...
I know we haven't always seen eye to eye in the past, but I would invite you to join me. in an endeavor that will be mutually advantageous. As I know you're aware, the town of Corinth has been paying tribute to the sorceress Medea for generations. An arrangement that I believe has run its course. I know you and your crew have sought to acquire the tribute in seasons past, but the Iron Rose has successfully deterred your efforts. This season, I would invite you to make the attempt once again, with the assurance that the Iron Rose will not be on hand. In fact, you may find Guard Captain DuPont is very quick to surrender when you confront him on the road. In exchange for your participation and your discretion, I will share the locations of the legendary verdant gemstones that we will share their bounty. Yours in good faith.
Town project upgrade Tier 2 is completed in Windswood.
The withering comes from the very earth here. The Druid's charge was to keep it at bay. But we failed.
There you are! Tell me you got that emerald gemstone and bought us our escape from this accursed place.
Excuse me, but I think you have this all wrong. This is not some common jewel you're talking about. It's the key to fixing this mess. The tower there, the gemstone must be returned. It's the only way to heal the land.
Hold on there, Plant Princess. We found the gemstone and it's ours to sell. We need that coin to buy a ship.
This land and the people who live here need that gemstone back where it belongs.
There's gotta be at least some kind of reward, right? Right? Ah, so close! I was already feeling the sea spray on my face.
I'm sorry to dash your friend's dreams of wealth, but she should know it's quite impossible to leave the island. The storm wall is a force of nature. More importantly, however, that verdant gemstone must be returned to the ruins if we're to have any hope of... You see, the ruins are protected by some rather... Oh no, the verdant gems... Thank you. I must go and speak. Perfect.
I can't believe it. What happened? Well, when you put it that... I suppose I'll make my way back to Corinth and I'm...
Loading. Please wait. Streamig 0 DYT says, Streamig 0 DYT waves. Streamig 0 DYT says, Streamig 0 DYT waves. Streamig 0 DYT says, Streamig 0 DYT sits. Blingrok says, Blingrok fet sign de la main. Blingrok says, Blingrok dance. Kami says, Kami dance.
For the speaker.
Blingrok says, Blingrok leave le paué. Blingrok says, Blingrok leave le paué. Blingrok says, Blingrok fet sign de la main. Blingrok says, Blingrok es aswa.
But torturing the speaker will not remove the curse on Windswood.
Are you suggesting we forgive his treachery?
Oh no. I support whatever cruel fate you can dream up for him. But first, we need to heal this land, so by all means, keep plotting. But some of us will need to recover the verdant gemstones. Any volunteers? That's what I expected. I'm no less infuriated with the Speaker's actions than anyone else, but the thirst for vengeance mustn't distract us.
Kami says, Kami fet sign de la main.
Moira is scouring her
Well met, newcomer. It's rare to see someone who's just arrived become such a pivotal figure in Corinth, but Nessa speaks very highly of you. And with the situation in Windsford more dire than it's been in centuries, we will gladly, mostly just... Aeternum's ruins tell the tale of a magnificent civilization that once dominated the island. Its architects, the ancients, discovered or possibly created the energy we call Azos. In the millennia that followed, humanity came from countless prehistoric cultures: Sumeria, China, Egypt, and more. They were called to explore the sea, summoned by the ancients to this island. These early arrivals worshipped the ancients as gods. They toiled under the ancients' guidance, building hundreds of monuments and towers.
Namtrak says, Namtrak sitzt.
But humanity's savage nature could not be tamed. Wars broke out, and amid the chaos, corruption first appeared. To combat this new menace, the ancients imbued a chosen few with gifts. These heroes were granted monumental powers and life eternal. The wars raged on for centuries, and the ancients blessed entire armies. But most of the human vessels degraded into
Molo 59 says, Molo 59 fet signed alarmain.
Those wars ended millennia ago, and the ancients disappeared. But their haunted guardians still protect the ruins, oblivious to the fact their cause has long since lost its meaning. I believe you saw the Guardians yourself at Mirador, so you know the danger. To learn the locations of the other shrines, we must venture again into the ruins. Yes, it does. There's a monument to one of the ancients on the coast. Within it, a map is engraved with the shrine's locations. I need a rubbing of that map. While you acquire the map, Nessa and I will continue to learn what we can from these scrolls, however little that might be.
Stremeet 0 DYT says, Stremeet 0 DYT dances. Stremeet 0 DYT says, Stremeet 0 DYT waves. Stremeet 0 DYT says, Stremeet 0 DYT waves. Stremeet 0 DYT says, Stremeet 0 DYT waves. Kutsa says, Kutsa leave le paue. Kutsa says, Kutsa dance.